Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our Swiss chocolate run here. Currently getting some straw to hopefully get to our cows at some point. This is the contract field that I added the little add-on on the mod for to let us gather the straw, which I felt like, again, was somewhat realistic. Now, I mean, depending on how you look at it, either the neighbor next to us would say, hey, I'll give you a deal, I'll let you pay for that straw, or honestly, if the neighbor wasn't going to use the straw at all, I have zero doubt that our neighbor would let us just come over here and gather the straw. If we put in the work of gathering, why wouldn't they just let us have it, you know? I feel like that's pretty realistic, at least in my mind. So, we got that rolling. We do have 14 over here cruising along. It's almost done, but it does need to get some more herbicide, so let's go get that gathered up. You will notice that I have a couple mods installed. One of them was a little bit more obvious than others at the moment, and that is the active contracts up there. It's actually going to tell us what the percentage of active contracts are as we're cruising along. I mean, we're not probably going to be doing a ton of contracts left on some of these other playthroughs, but we will do a few, and it's kind of nice to have that little extra bit of information. All the mods that I've added on since the last episode are, I think, let me think through it for a second. I think they're all just quality of life mods. Like, there's nothing that's game changer or anything like that. So we've got that mod. We do have a mod that tells us the field sizes. This is very convenient for mathing out, you know, how much, what size field it is and how much crop and stuff like that I'm going to get off of it. In this case, it actually also tells us the values of lime, fertilizer, herbicide, all that kind of stuff that we would need to do that field. So I thought that was pretty cool. We can even see the seed consumption per for a field. So like if I go to, you know, our field, for example, we can see that it would consume this much seed. So some, just again, quality of life, just information. I could have done that math myself, but it's nice to have it here in front of us to make it a little bit easier. Couple other mods that I have, I just want to walk through these real quick. I do have a mod for, let me do this, checking the prices and triggering a notification if a price goes above a certain amount. So that way we'll know, hey, for example, in this case, bread or cheese, you know, I guess we're doing cheese, right? Is above a certain amount. So why don't you go ahead and go sell it, type of thing. So I haven't got it set up at the moment on this this one right now, but I will come back through here in a bit and set the trigger price for that when I can. Any other mods that I have that are important? There's a couple field info mods. For example, look, if I jump out of the tractor and come over here to this field, we can see that we've got some information about the actual field area, the land area, the crop that's on there, price per acre, apparently. That's kind of interesting. I guess that actually saves me a spreadsheet that I have that tells me the price per acre for each field, things like that. So just more information. Again, information that I could have figured out and looked up probably in some way or fashion, but it's just nice to have it all there on that particular pop-up. The only other mod I think I have is, you can see it on the right hand side over here. There's a few icons above the gear shifter on the very far right, bottom right hand corner, and that is a mod that's going to let us do some GPS kind of maneuvering, so to speak. Somebody had recommended this mod in one of my comments a while back, and I hadn't found it yet. Finally, I guess I was just searching the wrong thing. Finally, I found it and went ahead and installed that. So we're going to test that out at some point, but just a way for me to kind of, you know, instead of automating workers, maybe I can just say, hey, drive this line, and let it drive a straight line for me instead of me having to kind of babysit it the whole time. I do need some more herbicide because I don't think 200 liters is gonna quite cut it. Besides, it'll be useful to have. That's not, wait. Oh, no. Okay, sorry, I hit the wrong button, but stop refueling. Let me just unload this. It's, for some reason, it's loading up the fertilizer. Is it fertilizer that I'm supposed to be doing? No, I'm spraying herbicide. Okay, so why did it do the fertilizer when that was actually not the closest thing there? All right, drop that off over there. Or maybe that's what was, that barrel was there that before and I just didn't notice. That's probably what it was. I could have sworn it showed herbicide though. I'm color me confused, you know? Alright, that's fine. We got it now. And we'll go get this field finished up. Before I drive over there, let's grab you. Go unload our harvester over here. Let this guy continue doing his job. Well, good news is we're going to have plenty of straw for quite some time. Oh, we're already maxed out. Let's go empty this out. Where do you empty out at? The store, looks like. Supermarket. I think I called this wheat earlier. Barley. I mean, they look similar on the little icon, but wheat goes all the way up, whereas barley has the little frills on the end. Alright, so there's a bit of our contract already done. Alright, let's you run along. Let's get you parked over here. Or not parked, transported over here so we can finish up some herbiciding. So we'll go down to the other end and turn around. Do this line and then can do the last little bit as well. I can kind of see where it's at. Barely see a little bit of the... Actually, it's a little more obvious than I thought it would at first. Okay. But you run that. You're doing your thing. You are good. Let me get you off to the side here. And get back to baling. So on my main farm, my main start from scratch run, I haven't bought it yet, but I've already gotten rid of my baler on that farm. Because with our grass and silage kind of stuff, we're going to be switching to a bunker silo and actual kind of forage wagons, things like that. So we can do a little bit more kind of a bulk type thing than having to wait for the bales to get made. On this setup, for now, I think it's still okay to keep with the bales. I mean, it is a little bit more work. Actually, it's quite a bit more work, but it definitely makes the TMR math so much easier. So for now, I think we're going to stick with this. See where this gets us. But I would like to graduate to kind of more of a bulk type operation where I don't have to bale it up. Just have, you know, masses of straw, silage, and hay ready to go. Looks like the 14 contract is done. Good stuff. Any other contracts that we needed to grab? There's a fertilizing and there is a plowing, but no, we're good with those. We're just going to collect this money and get a reimbursement on that herbicide. That's going to be okay. All right, that's fine. That works for me. This field is pretty large. It's going to be, even though this wasn't, I don't think, fully fertilized up, so it's not going to get the most yield we possibly could. It's still going to be a lot of straw. Game, really? Had a little bit of a moment there. A little weird. I think you guys saw that the same time I did. I don't think it was just a on my end type of thing. I think that was everywhere. How many bales do you think we're going to get off this thing? Forgetting about 1, 2, 3. It's like maybe 3 bales per row. Maybe a little bit less, but right about 3 bales per row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably 13 rows. Maybe. Roundabouts there. So 39. So probably we could get 40 bales off this thing. That's not bad. That will last us quite some time. Now, I don't know what other crop we would do in the meantime if we decide to do something a little bit different. We could always do just some grass year-round for a bit, but I don't know. I have to think about that for a minute. Man, I sure wish we had all this barley on our one of our chicken runs. This is a lot of good barley. What the extra that we're gonna have left over from this contract? We growing something on our field right now? I actually don't remember where we left off. We have... Oh, we have oats. So we're going to get some more straw from that here in a bit as well. All right, we're what, a 78% transported, not bad. Any good used equipment that we could care about? No. I mean, there's some good equipment here, obviously, like this JCP's not bad, and the Lexion's not bad, but nothing that we need at the moment. Workers are already almost full again. Got a few scraggly bits, but I'm not sure if they're going to be worth chasing down or not. We'll see here in a moment. If we're close to another bale, we'll chase those down and get everything gathered up. Come rescue you, Mr. Harvester. should be about ready to be able to get this stuff finished up, I think, before the end of the episode. So, make some good progress in this episode, getting this whole huge contract finished. Almost in our field, but not quite. So, all right, let's get you finished up. Knows I'm not talking much, but there's not much to talk about. Just kind of in the zone of doing our farming stuff here. Yeah, between this and the oats we're going to get off our own field, we're not going to need straw for quite some time, I don't think. Wonder if it's going to let us get that stuff on the road over there or not. Sometimes because it crosses over... it'll probably let us get the stuff between our field and this field, but I wouldn't be surprised if between 20 up there and 19 it doesn't, because, you know, depending on where it calculates that we're on this field versus that other field. Almost done. We might get 3 more bales out of this after this one. I think we'll definitely get 2. The third one's going to be the one that's going to be like, maybe, depending on how much chasing down of those scraggly little bits that we have to go do. Now I'm seeing, I think we're only going to get 2. I think we'll have 2 plus, like this one more, and then we'll have a little bit extra, but not enough to make an actual full bale. Although I guess if we're going to be doing our farm here, or our fields here soon, picking up the extras is still okay. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll only have 2. I don't think we're going to get much more out of this. Sorry, tractor. All right, we're going to go ahead and call the episode there. We are obviously basically done with the contract. Just got to drop this off. Before we do that, though, before we turn the contract in, we want to gather up all this straw just in case that makes a difference. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.